want you to imagine something. You are at the airport. You have been traveling for hours just to get there. You are tired, you are hungry, you finally reach the check-in counter, and the agent looks at you and says, "I'm sorry, your bag is overweight, and we'll need to charge you an additional fee. Also, your seat has been reassigned." And your brain just goes completely white.
White, blank, nothing. Just airport sounds and panic.
Just airport sounds and pure panic. Welcome to Next Level English, the show that gives you the exact English you need for the exact moments that matter most. I am your host, Maya.
And I am Tom. And today we are at the airport together, specifically at the check-in counter. And we are going to walk you through everything. Baggage issues, overweight fees, seat problems, and the one everybody secretly hopes for, getting a flight upgrade.
Getting a flight upgrade. We are going to teach you how to ask for one in English in a way that actually works. Because there is a right way and a very wrong way. And most people do the wrong way without even knowing it.
And most people also suffer through baggage problems silently because they do not have the words to push back, to negotiate, to ask the right questions. But after today, that is never going to be you again.
Never again. So whether you're a nervous first-time flyer or someone who travels regularly but just wants to feel more confident in English, this episode was made for you. Stay until the end because the upgrade phrase we save for last, it is the one that has genuinely worked for real people in real airports.
Real airports, real upgrades, let's go.
Okay, so you walk up to the check-in counter. The agent smiles at you, and the very first thing they say, almost every single time, is, "May I see your passport and booking reference, please?" And your response, your smooth, confident, prepared response is, "Of course. Here you go."
Here you go. 2 words, but they matter. Here you go is natural, it's warm. It's the phrase a confident traveler says when they hand something over. Not, here, not, yes, this. Here you go.
Say it with me. Here you go. One more time. Here you go. Simple, warm, native sounding, lovely.
And then the agent starts checking you in. And this is your window. This quiet moment while they type to ask your first important question. The question that can change your entire flight experience.
The question is there any chance of an aisle or window seat? Say that. Is there any chance of an aisle or window seat?
Is there any chance of an aisle or window seat? One more time. Is there any chance of an aisle or window seat?
Is there any chance of... That little phrase is doing so much work. It's polite, it's not demanding, it acknowledges that this might not be possible, but it asks. And agents, real human beings, respond to polite requests so much better than demands.
So much better. Is there any chance of? Use that phrase in any situation where you want something, but you're not sure if you can get it. It's one of the most versatile polite request phrases in English.
Now, let's get into the real drama, because airports without drama are just buildings with moving walkways. The real challenge comes when something goes wrong, and the most common thing that goes wrong at check-in is your bag is overweight.
The overweight bag. Every traveler's nightmare. You packed carefully, you thought you were fine, and then the scale shows a number that makes your heart sink.
The agent says, "I'm sorry, your bag is over the weight limit. There will be an additional charge." And now you need to respond. You need to think fast. You need English that is calm and clear and gives you options.
In the first phrase, the one you reach for immediately is, "Could you tell me exactly how much over the limit it is?" Say that. Could you tell me exactly how much over the limit it is?
Could you tell me exactly how much over the limit it is? One more time. Could you tell me exactly how much over the limit it is?
That question does 2 things. First, it buys you time to think. Second, it gives you real information. Maybe your bag is only 1 kilogram over. Maybe you can take something out and put it in your carry-on. Maybe the fee is smaller than you feared, but you can't make any decision without knowing the number first.
Information is power. Always get the information first. Could you tell me exactly how much over the limit it is? And then, depending on what they say, you have choices.
If the bag is just slightly over a kilo or two, you can say, would it be possible to transfer a few items to my carry-on? Say that. Would it be possible to transfer a few items to my carry-on?
Would it be possible to transfer a few items to my carry-on? Most agents will say yes to this. They'll step aside, let you rearrange, and recheck your bag. Problem solved. No extra fee, just one good sentence.
One sentence saved you money. That's what next level English does.
Now, what if the bag is significantly over? What if it's 5 or 6 kilograms over and you can't realistically move that much to your carry-on?
Then you need to understand the fee and potentially negotiate. And the phrase for that is the fee per kilogram or is it a flat rate? Say that. Is the fee per kilogram or is it a flat rate?
Is the fee per kilogram or is it a flat rate? Flat rate means one fixed price, regardless of how much over you are. Per kilogram means you pay for each kilo separately. This distinction matters enormously. If it's a flat rate, maybe it makes sense to just pay it. If it's per kilogram, every kilo you move to your carry-on saves you money. Smart travelers ask this question every single time because the answer changes your entire strategy. Is the fee per kilogram or is it a flat rate?
Now, here's the scenario that happens more than people realize. You arrive at check-in and the agent tells you that your bag has been flagged, not for weight, but for size. Or maybe you have one too many bags or your carry-on is too large.
This is where people panic completely because suddenly words like policy and regulation start coming at you and your brain cannot keep up. So the calm, grounding phrase is, could you walk me through the policy on that?
Could you walk me through the policy on that? Say that. Could you walk me through the policy on that?
Could you walk me through the policy on that? One more time. Could you walk me through the policy on that?
Walk me through means explain it to me step by step. Guide me through it. And that phrase signals to the agent, I am listening. I want to understand. I am not going to argue blindly. I just need clarity. And agents respond beautifully to that.
They really do, because their day is full of people who argue without listening. When you ask to be walked through something, you stand out immediately as someone reasonable. And reasonable people get better treatment. That is just human nature.
That is just how the world works. Be reasonable in English, and the world opens up a little more for you.
Write that on a wall somewhere. Okay, let us talk about a situation that is genuinely stressful and very common. Your flight has been overbooked, or your seat has been changed without your knowledge, and the agent at check-in is the one who tells you.
This one. This one makes people so frustrated. You booked a specific seat. You planned around that seat. Maybe it was a window seat for a long flight. Maybe it was near the front for a quick exit. And now, gone.
The phrase you need in this moment, the one that is firm but respectful, is, I selected that seat at the time of booking. Is there anything you can do to accommodate my original preference?
I selected that seat at the time of booking. Is there anything you can do to accommodate my original preference? Say that. Is there anything you can do to accommodate my original preference?
Is there anything you can do to accommodate my original preference? One more time. Is there anything you can do to accommodate my original preference?
Accommodate. That word is doing incredible work in that sentence. It means to adjust, to make room for, to consider your needs. And original preference sounds so much better than what I wanted. It sounds formal. It sounds documented. It sounds like something that was agreed upon.
Because it was. You chose that seat. You have the right to advocate for it calmly and professionally. And that phrase gives you exactly the right tone to do that.
Now, what if the agent says, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do? This is where most people give up. They take the bad seat and spend a 10-hour flight with their knees in their chest.
But not you. Not after today. Because the next phrase, the escalation phrase, is, in that case, would it be possible to speak with the supervisor or see if there are other options available?
Would it be possible to speak with a supervisor or see if there are other options available? Say that. Would it be possible to speak with a supervisor or see if there are other options available?
Would it be possible to speak with a supervisor or see if there are other options available? One more time. Would it be possible to speak with a supervisor or see if there are other options available?
That sentence is not aggressive. It is not rude. It is simply, I hear you and I would like to explore further. And very often, when you ask to speak to a supervisor, solutions appear that were not there a moment ago.
Miraculous how that works. Okay, now the moment everyone has been waiting for, the upgrade. Let us talk about how to actually ask for a flight upgrade in English, because this is an art form.
It really is an art form, and like all art, it's about timing, tone, and the right words in the right order.
First, the timing. The best time to ask about an upgrade is at check-in, not at the gate, not on the phone the day before, right there at the counter when you're face-to-face with the real human being who has the power to make it happen.
And the tone. The tone is everything. You're not demanding, you're not begging. You are simply curious, hopeful, charming.
Charming. Tom is right. You want to be charming. And the phrase, the actual sentence is this. Ready?
So ready.
I was wondering, are there any complimentary upgrades available for this flight? Say that. I was wondering, are there any complimentary upgrades available for this flight?
I was wondering, are there any complimentary upgrades available for this flight? One more time. I was wondering, are there any complimentary upgrades available for this flight?
I was wondering. That opener is so soft, so non-threatening. It's not, give me an upgrade. It's not, I deserve an upgrade. It's, I have a thought, a gentle curiosity, a little question for you. Can we explore this together?
And complimentary, that word means free. You are asking if there are any free upgrades, not paid upgrades, complimentary ones. Using that word shows you know how the system works, that you are aware this is something that sometimes happens, and that subtle awareness, that confidence, can make an agent more likely to check.
More likely to actually look, because here's the truth about upgrades. They happen more often than airlines want you to know. Business class is sometimes half empty. Agents have discretion, and a charming, polite, prepared traveler who asks the right question at the right moment, that person gets on that list.
That person gets the wider seat and the warm nuts.
The warm nuts. Now, if the agent says there are paid upgrade options, the phrase you need is, could you tell me what the upgrade options are and what they include?
Could you tell me what the upgrade options are and what they include? Say that. Could you tell me what the upgrade options are and what they include?
Could you tell me what the upgrade options are and what they include? One more time. Could you tell me what the upgrade options are and what they include?
Include. That word is doing incredible work in that sentence. It means to adjust, to make room for, to consider your needs. And what they include is important because an upgrade is not just a bigger seat. Sometimes it includes lounge access, priority boarding, extra baggage allowance, meals. If you know what's included, you can make a real decision about whether the price makes sense for you.
And speaking of priority boarding, even if you don't get an upgrade, you can ask, is priority boarding available for purchase? Say that. Is priority boarding available for purchase?
Is priority boarding available for purchase? One more time. Is priority boarding available for purchase?
Sometimes it's only a small extra fee, and priority boarding means you get on first, you get overhead bin space, you get settled, you're not stressed. For some people, that peace of mind is worth every penny.
Worth every penny. Okay, let's cover one more scenario before the recap because this one happens and nobody talks about it. Your flight is delayed or canceled, and the check-in agent or gate agent is the person you have to face.
Delayed and canceled flights are where English really matters because you are emotional, you are frustrated, maybe you have a connection to catch, and you need to communicate clearly under pressure.
The phrase, the one that keeps you calm and gets results, is, I have a connecting flight. Can you help me understand my options?
I have a connecting flight. Can you help me understand my options? Say that. I have a connecting flight. Can you help me understand my options?
I have a connecting flight. Can you help me understand my options? One more time. I have a connecting flight. Can you help me understand my options?
That sentence tells the agent everything they need to know immediately. You are not just inconvenienced, you have somewhere to be, and it ends with an invitation to help rather than a demand. Can you help me understand my options? That is collaborative. That is two people solving a problem together.
And agents, good agents, they want to help. They did not cause the delay. They are just the messenger. When you treat them as allies instead of enemies, they go further for you every single time.
Every single time. Okay, full recap, because this episode has been packed and I want every single phrase to live in your memory permanently.
Your opener at the counter, here you go. Polite and natural when handing over your documents.
To ask about your seat, is there any chance of an aisle or window seat?
To get information about your overweight bag, could you tell me exactly how much over the limit it is?
To rearrange your bags, would it be possible to transfer a few items to my carry-on?
To understand the fee, is the fee per kilogram or is it a flat rate?
When facing policy confusion, could you walk me through the policy on that?
When your seat is changed, is there anything you can do to accommodate my original preference?
When you need to escalate, would it be possible to speak with a supervisor or see if there are other options available?
And the upgrade phrase, I was wondering, are there any complimentary upgrades available for this flight?
To understand upgrade options, could you tell me what the upgrade options are and what they include?
And for delays, I have a connecting flight. Can you help me understand my options? That is a complete airport check-in toolkit. From the first hello to the last gate question, you are ready for anything.
Anything. And here's what I want you to remember most. The airport is stressful for everyone. It's loud and rushed and full of things that can go wrong. But when you walk up to that counter with the right English, calm, polite, and prepared, you become the kind of traveler that agents want to help.
And the kind of traveler that sometimes, just sometimes, ends up in business class eating warm nuts at 30,000 feet.
Eating warm nuts, Tom's dream. Okay, everyone, I have your comment question for today. Tell me, what is the most stressful thing that has ever happened to you at an airport? And which phrase from today would have helped you most in that moment?
Drop it in the comments because the stories in our comment section are honestly some of the funniest and most relatable things on the internet.
They really are. And if this episode helped you, if even one phrase made you feel more confident about your next trip, please share this video with one person who travels or wants to travel. One share from you means we can keep making free English content every single week.
Every single week. No paywalls, no subscriptions. Just next level English, made with love for learners everywhere.
For learners everywhere. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Maya.
I'm Tom. Go get that upgrade.
Go get that upgrade. And if you do, come back and tell us in the comments. Bye for now.
See you next time.